Yo, what's going on, Ojama people? This are Ojamas in Pyjamas, and it's been a while, and since my last video, I was explaining at the last video that we're not uploading on a regular basis because this is more like a fun channel and we have a lot of stuff to do in real life, so I'm really happy to bring you a new deck of mine, and we're currently testing it right now. It is pretty good. I mean, there are a few attacks, and as you can see here, we are talking about DDDs, TCG DDDs, so there's a lot of support missing yet, but how the deck is now, it definitely can compete. It's not tier 1, it definitely not. There's not the same power level that Cosmo, Monarchs, and also Burning Abyss is on, or PK Fire. So yeah, but this is definitely like for low budget players. This is really interesting because it's pretty explosive. The deck doesn't care if you go first, second, so you can go first, but you can also go second. You don't have to go second to get the 6 cards to be even competitive. So I'm just going through the cards and then I'm explaining some things that may seem a little weird. So first we play the triple DDD Abyss Ragnarok, then the triple DDD Leonidas, the triple DD Sage of Prophecy Kepler, the one Red as Black Dragon, triple DD Slime, yeah, the green one, and also the full playset of the red slime, and then we play the little Speedroid engine as yeah, in terms of triple Terror Top and 1 red-eyed dice. Then we have the Blackstone of Legends, and we also have Maxi, double. Then for spells, we have 14 spell cards. We play triple Contract with the Gate, double Contract or Dark Contract with the Swamp King, double Dragon Shrine, 1/1 for run, the single Foolish Burial, the 2 Without a Bell, double Twin Twister, 1 Soul Charge, 1 Dark Contract with the Witch, and double Scolding. For the extra deck we play 1 Oda's Vortex Dragon, 1 DDD Caesar Oblivion King Ragnarok, then we play triple King Dog, we play Meteor Burst Dragon 2, 1 Titanic Galaxy, 1 Duo and Dawn King Kali Yuga, 1 Absolute Dragon, double Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, 1 Big Eye, 1 F-Zero, and 1 number 39 Utopia Roots. For the side deck we have double Kumungus, the 3rd Maxi, triple Chaos Hunter, triple Forking, 1 Vanity's Emptiness, double Royal Decree, 1 Dark Contract with Arrows, Mystical Space Typhoon or MST, 1 off, and 1 Raigeki. So Abyss Ragnarok is pretty like, he has 8 levels, so he's okay, but he's not part of your main monster summoning engine. It's cool to summon him, and there's stuff to do, like we also have 2 rank 8s for him, but this is more like the special move, and it's not your bread and butter move you always go into. So Ragnarok, when you have him in the panel zone, you always want to activate him because he's then like a continuous spell trap. He can bring back, when you special summon a DD monster, you can target 1 DD monster in your grave and special target 2. So this combos off very well with the slimes, because if you have this slime in hand and this, like, use both to fusion summon without Poly or any other fusion spell, and you going into your King Dog, so those 2 go to grave, you special summon King Dog, and then you can, if you have something in grave already like Leonidas, you can use Ragnarok to bring back Leonidas, and then you can use again the double slimes to summon the 2nd King Dog by banishing both slimes from the graveyard. So then we have Kepler. Kepler is pretty bad in terms of attack points. He has 0 attack, and you have to pay attention that your opponent cannot crush into him. Sometimes it's not that easy to evade, but it's not that bad if it's happening once, but if you doing it twice, I mean, that's enough to lose the duel. Yeah, Kepler is the searcher. he searches out the contracts, and this contract is your searcher for all your monsters. So, meaning by getting Kepler, you have access to every monster and every spell. So he's pretty good. Then we have, like, for DDDs in the actual deck, the DD Caesar Ragnarok, like the Oblivion King. He's pretty good because if you bring him out, he has 3200 attack, which is huge. He gets over a lot of stuff. Against Cosmo, the newer versions with the new Shining Victory support, I don't think Caesar is that good against Cosmo, but I mean, he still gets over Dark Destroyer. Yeah, so he also has the effect to target another monster. When your opponent has two monsters, you can return a DD card or a Dark Contract card you control to the hand, and then you equip a monster that you're not attacking. You equip it to Caesar and he gains attack points. So that's pretty huge, but he's usually a game function. Then we have the speed droids. They are basically just there to make your first turn play more explosive, like playing Terratop, searching Red Dice, playing Red Dice, making Terratop level 6, and then you go into Meteor Burst Strength, so you have level 7. And Meteor Burst Dragon has the effect that he can target one card in your battle zone and special summon. So if you have, for example, Ragnarok in your battle zone activated, you're going for Meteor Burst activates and specials Ragnarok chains on that, so he's going to the field, but he still activates, so you get another monster, and if you have another Ragnarok, you have instant rank 8 play, boom. There's really no doubt about it. Pretty good explosive first turn play. Yeah, Leonidas is just an additional level 7 special summon. You can search him out. He's your DDD that's level 7, and he's really good to prevent you from burning your life points to the Dark Game contracts, because they're not that good in terms of raising your life points. You either want to have Leonidas that is negating the damage, or you want to have like King Dark that is just giving you plus life points. Then we have the Double Dragon Shrine, the one Blackstone and the Red Eyes Dragon. So why am I playing those? Well, I was missing something in the deck. I was testing it, and I was thinking there's something that is missing. Like, you can go really explosive, but it's not that super consistent. Something's missing. And I was searching for something level 7 monster that you could bring to the field, and it is just working as a mini engine on its own. And this is exactly what those 4 cards are doing. Like, Dragon Shrine sends Red Eyes to the grave, and then you send Black Eyes Stone. Blackstone activates, so you send Red Eyes back to the deck, and you add Blackstone to the hand. So next turn, because you can only activate one effect of Blackstone, next turn you have an additional level 7, which is Slide. This is pretty good for having a backup play. And then, when you tribute summon the Blackstone for getting the Red Eyes, when he gets detached as material, you can still use it to bring it back to the deck, and you add your stone back to the hand, and you still have another level 7 monster next turn for your Xyz plays. So basically, this is just an engine that is recycling itself, and it only has 4 cards. It's pretty consistent. And on top of that, if you have Red Eyes in your grave, you can also bring it back with Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, because he can, with its second effect, bring back normal Red Eye monsters. So you can even bring him back with the Red Eyes. So making the Red Eyes first, bringing the Red Eyes back, the normal Red Eyes, bring him back, making another level 7 monster, and then go into your second Xyz play. That's just for extended combo play. You may be asking me, well, yeah, Green, why are you not playing Triple Stone? Well, Triple Stone is pretty clocky. You don't want to clog your hands with multiple stones, so Dragon Shrine is pretty much solving the problem there, because it's Sandstone, and then you can just add it to your hand. And if you draw into the second shrine, you can still ditch it with the Train Twister, and yeah. Or if you run into your Red Eyes, it's pretty bad. It's the worst card to draw, but you can ditch it with Train Twister or with 1 for run. So yeah. Well, though, you are usually using it for when you have Rada Dice, Speedroid on the field, or you have Blackstone on the field, or Kepler, because, or you even have, but it's not happening that often, you have Necro Slime on the field, so you can add another level 1 monster, you search whatever you want to have, and then in that phase you take the 2000 damage for burn, but then if you have Leonidas, it's just negated. Or if you have Jane on your side of the field, you're gaining 2000 life points, which is pretty good. Yeah, Maxis with raw power, and this is your searcher. This is for additional fusions, because this can fusion some of the Fiend Heat fusion from your extra deck using DDD monsters, or you don't have to use DDD monsters, but if you use DDD monsters, you can also use the material from the grave by banishing, which is pretty good. And you usually want to use it for DDD fusions like John Dark or the Oblivion King. Yeah, Covenant Dark, yeah, Contract with the Witch is a one-off because you can search it, and it's pretty good because like every turn you can destroy something if you have Ditch Fodder in your hands, and on your opponent's turn your monster's gaining 1000 deck point, which is huge. I mean, having something like Abyss Ragnarok on the field, which becomes 3200, is just huge, and it's pretty good. Yeah. Then Solemn's Golems, because life points, you gain life points back, it's not that big of a deal, and you don't want to run a lot of traps, so I found that running Solemn's Golem as the only counter trap, and to an extent the Witch Contract, but this is your main negation thing, and I think it's pretty good because it's like you have something for every situation. Well, the cost is heavy, but like I said, you can gain life point back. And then we have, in your extra deck, we also play the Odd Eyes engine, like 1 Vortex Dragon, 2 Meteor Burst, and an Absolute Dragon. Those 4 are really important because you can make first turn Absolute, then if you made Absolute using Meteor Burst, and you go 1 second, you can still negate the effect of Absolute Dragon, detach a Meteor Burst, special summon the Meteor Burst immediately back, so you have an additional level 7 monster, and you can extend your place off the battle phase, which is pretty good. The main reason I'm playing this, though, is, like I said, for extending gameplays, and for bringing out this guy. Like, if your opponent tries to kill your Pendulum monsters and they go to the extra deck, they may like saying, yeah, DDD, they're like good at Pendulum summoning. Like, obviously, you're not Pendulum summoning with this build, but so getting those monsters into the extra deck is like losing the monsters completely. But Vortex Dragon is like a recycle engine, because having Vortex Dragon mid-game or late game is pretty huge. You have, he's just negating the stuff your opponent throws at you, and in addition to that, he's also recycling all your panel monsters that went to the extra deck back into the deck. So you can recycle all these monsters, these guys, and you can search them out with the Dark Gate next turn. So that's really good, and that's what I like about the Aras engine. It's pretty heavy. And of course the Meteor Burst effect, like special summon a monster in your Pendle Zone, is pretty interesting and pretty important for the deck too. Then for the side we have Comungus, like to get rid of things like the new Raid Raptor, or just yeah, Infinity, like problem monsters. Maxi, the third one, is especially just for Burning Abyss. Chaos Hunt is for Cosmo matchup, because you could run Imperial Iron Wall, that would be good, but this is a level 7, so you can ditch a card, which is nothing in this build, because all these slimes, you want to ditch them. Your monsters, you could ditch them. The Red Eyes, you can ditch him. That's no problem. So you can basically ditch also the Blackstone, you don't care. You can ditch them, and if you do, you special summon him or her, and nothing can be banished. So you're hindering yourself, but you can get rid of him next turn and make a big XZ play. Then we have fucking also level 7 monster, but this time it's when you go up against the Monarchs, because yeah, I rather have fucking as than the Mask of Restrict, because Mask of Restrict is obviously really good, but fucking is pretty good synergy with this deck, and you can just tribute monsters that have really high attack points, so he's just gaining that attack points and he's shutting your opponent down completely. Then one Vanity's Emptiness. I still think this card is pretty heavy, and it's a pretty awesome card, but people are just, yeah, they're forgetting about it. And Vanity's Emptiness is still huge against Burning Abyss, it's still huge against Cosmo, and to an extent even it's huge to Monarchs, like kill the little guys. And yeah, so I think it's pretty good. Then we have Royal Decree. I want to play 2 because we also have the Contract with Errors, which is basically like a searchable Royal Decree, but I don't want to clog my hands, so I think these 3 are perfectly matching, but maybe I'm taking out the Royals, I don't know yet. Then we have one Mystical Space Typhoon, just to add up if you go against a trap heavy build and your 2 Twin Twisters in the main are not enough, so you can add up this. And Raigeki is pretty much against Rogue, or even against Mermaids, it's pretty good to just kill their boards, and so they have no resources left. So yeah, if you want to have the deck, feel free to just copy it, try that. Leave any suggestions down below of the comments if you have any ideas to implement. If not, just have fun playing the deck. And yeah, I'm Green from Ojamas in Pyjamas, and like always, I'm out. Peace.